പുതിയ എപ്പിസോഡിലേക്ക് ഏവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ കാണാൻ പോകുന്നത് സോഷ്യൽ സയൻസ് ചാപ്റ്റർ 7 ഇന്ത്യ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻറ്റ് എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസേഴ്സ് ആണ്. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, വാട്ട് ആർ ദ ഒബ്സർവേഷൻസ് രവീന്ദ്രനാഥ് ടാഗോർ മെയ്ഡ് ഇൻ 1941? The British would have to put an end to their rule in India. They would leave behind a miserable country. Second question, what was the immediate effect of partition India faced after independence? Influx of refugees, communal violence, displacement of thousands of families. മൂന്നാമത്തെ ചോദ്യം, which places faced bloody riots after independence? Calcutta, Bihar, Noakhali, Delhi, Punjab and Kashmir faced bloody riots. When was Gandhiji assassinated and by whom? Gandhiji was assassinated on 30 January 1948 by Nathuram Godse. How many princely states were there in pre-independent India? There were around 600 princely states in pre-independent India. Who did Union Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel appoint as Secretary of the Department of States? Union Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel appointed V.P. Menon as the Secretary of the Department of States. Explain an instrument of accession prepared by V.P. Menon. An instrument of accession stipulated that the princely states had to transfer their control over defense, external affairs and information and communication to the government of India. Which three princely states resented signing the instrument of accession in Indian Union? Hyderabad, Junagadh and Kashmir are the states resented signing the instrument of accession in Indian Union. When was V.P. Menon born and where? V.P. Menon was born in 1894 at Ottapalam in Palakkad district of Kerala. In which year Constituent Assembly was formed and under whose chairmanship? A Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946 under the chairmanship of Dr. Rajendra Prasad. When was the first general election held? The first general election was held in the year of 1951-1952. After independence, people demanded the formation of states on which basis? After independence, people demanded the formation of the states on the basis of language. Which two countries handed over its territories under their control to India after independence? France and Portugal handed over its territories under their control to India after independence. What are the names of territories France had control and when India had access over it? Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Yanam, and India assessed it in 1954. What are the names of the territories Portugal had control and when India had access over it? Goa, Daman, Diu and India assessed it in the year 1961. Name the freedom fighter that started Satyagraha for the formation of Andhra Pradesh for Telugu speaking people. Answer is Potti Sriramalu. In which year Government of India formed Andhra Pradesh, a state for Telugu speaking people? In the year 1953, Government of India formed Andhra Pradesh, a state for Telugu speaking people. Who was the chairman of the commission formed to recognize Indian states on the basis of language? Faisal Ali was the chairman of the commission formed to recognize Indian states on the basis of language. When the States Registration Act was passed in Parliament. The States Registration Act was passed in 1956. How many states and union territories does India have? India has 29 states and 7 union territories. What does mixed economy consist of? Mixed economy consists of qualities of capitalist and socialist economies. When the Planning Commission came into existence, Planning Commission came into existence on March 15, 1950. The concept of economic planning was borrowed from where? The concept of economic planning was borrowed from Soviet Union. Under whose chairmanship Planning Commission was formed? Planning Commission was formed under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru. How many years of plan adopted by Planning Commission aiming economic growth of nation? 5 years of plan adopted by Planning Commission aiming economic growth of nation. From which year 5-year plan started? From year 1951, 5-year plan started. How did 5-year plans help in India's economic growth? 5-year plans helped India to go ahead with the process of development. They also helped alleviate poverty, flourish agriculture and industrial sectors, improve education and generate new energy sources. Which countries provided assistance to India to set up iron and steel industries and where? Soviet Union, Germany and Britain provided assistance to India to set up iron and steel industries in Bhilai, Bokaro, Rourkela and Durgapur. What is the name of the largest multi-purpose dam project in the country? Bhakra Nangal project. How many projects government started aiming at better facilities for infrastructure farming and livestock development? 55 projects government started aiming at better facilities for infrastructure farming and livestock development. Name some research institutions established for the development of science and technology. Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR, Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR. Who were two stalwarts of Indian science? Homi Jahangir Bhabha and S.N. Bhatnagar were the two stalwarts of Indian science. Who was the head of Tata Fundamental Research? Homi Jahangir Bhabha. 5 Indian Institutes of Technologies IITs were started between which years? 5 Indian Institute of Technologies were started between 1954 and 1964. Which committee was formed with the technical advice of Vikram Sarabhai? Indian National Committee for Space Research was formed with the help of technical advice of Vikram Sarabhai. When was ISRO established? ISRO was established in 1969, where the first rocket launching station was established. The first rocket launching station was established at Tumba near Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. First satellite Aryabhatta was successfully launched in which year? First satellite Aryabhatta was successfully launched in the year 1975. Which agencies develop satellites in India now? National Remote Sensing Agency NRSA, Physical Research Laboratory PRL. What are the two names of missile developed by India? Agni and Prithvi are the two names of missiles developed by India. APJ Abdul Kalam played major role in developing which satellite launch vehicles? SLV-3 and PSLV-3. What does APJ Abdul Kalam known as? APJ Abdul Kalam was known as Missile Man of India. India's first lunar mission Chandrayaan began in which year? India's first lunar mission Chandrayaan began in 2008. Who said the destiny of India is being shaped in her classrooms? D.S. Kothari, chairman of the Commission for the Comprehensive Study of Education. Name the various commissions government appointed to study Indian education. Radhakrishnan Commission 1948, Lakshmanaswamy Mudaliar Commission 1952, Kothari Commission 1964. National policy on education was formulated in which year? 1986. What was the objective of national policy on education? To prepare India to face challenges of the new millennium. What are the recommendations given by National Policy on Education? Focusing on primary and continuing education, launching Operation Blackboard program to universalize primary education and to improve infrastructure facilities in school, starting Navodaya Vidyalayas in every district, encouraging girls' education. Who was the first education minister of independent India? Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. Which day is observed as birthday of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad? Birthday of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad is on 11 November, which is observed as National Education Day. In which year Government of India enacted a law by which education became the fundamental right? In 2009. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan joined together and implemented as dash 2018 onwards. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan from 2018 onwards. When India did establish Center for Cultural Resource and Training in India. India established Center for Cultural Resource and Training in Delhi in 1979. What is the aim of Center for Cultural Resource and Training? The aim of Center for Cultural Resource and Training is to organize various cultural exchange programs for students and teachers. Name the cultural institutions established by India. Sangeet Natak Academy, Lalit Kala Academy, Sahitya Academy, National School of Drama, National Book Trust of India are the cultural institutions established by India. What are the main principles of India's foreign policy? Resistance to colonialism and imperialism, hostility to racism, trust in the United Nations Organization, peaceful coexistence, Panchashil principles, emphasis on the necessity of foreign assistance, policy of non-alignment. These are the main principles of India's foreign policy. India signed Panchashil principle with which country and when? India signed Panchashil with China in 1954. What are the principles of Panchashil Agreement? Mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality and cooperation for mutual benefit, പീസ്ഫുൾ കോ എക്സിസ്റ്റൻസ്. നമ്മളപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ കാണുന്ന ഇത്രയും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ്. വളരെയധികം യൂസ്ഫുൾ ആകുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് നമ്മളിതിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പം കൂടുതൽ സംശയങ്ങളോ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റ് ചാപ്റ്ററുമായിട്ട് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കൂടുതൽ സംശയങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാം തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കമൻറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ കമൻസ് ആയിട്ട് ചോദിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പുതിയ എപ്പിസോഡായിട്ട് വേഗം തന്നെ വരുന്നതായിരിക്കും. ഇതുവരെ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ ചാനലൊന്ന് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, തൊട്ടടുത്തുള്ള ബെൽ ഐക്കൺ കൂടി എനേബിൾ ചെയ്യുക. പുതിയ എപ്പിസോഡായിട്ട് വേഗം തന്നെ വരുന്നതായിരിക്കും. ബൈ ബൈ.